Now at this point, we've discussed a lot of information concerning North Vietnam's first president, and from that information, it may be tricky to devise some sort of main idea. We've taken a fairly objective viewpoint on Ho during the video, and covered a lot of different topics. And, while I consider all of the information included to be relevant and worth consideration, the final point I want to discuss is Ho Chi Minh's role in the world of communism. As I've previously addressed, Ho leans far more to the side of Vladimir Lenin than Karl Marx when discussing communism, modeling many of his ideas and most important works after Lenin's own. While Marx obviously laid the foundation for both Lenin and Ho, the latter two's passion for nationalism directly contradicted Marx's loathing of the idea. However, many historians, including William Duker, a historian whose book Ho Chi Minh, A Life was instrumental in the creation of this project, note that despite the similarities between Lenin and Ho, certain discrepancies do exist between the two. One of the things some have noted concerning the ideas of Ho and Lenin are the ideas of revolution each man favored. While Lenin's idea of a two-stage revolution, beginning with a nationalist stage and being followed by a socialist stage, was copied by Ho, Ho's own experience led to changes in these ideas. Ho was, for one, unwilling to pronounce the end of the nationalist stage until many other nations had done the same, unlike Lenin, who saw a fairly quick end to the first stage of his own revolution in Russia. For Ho, this may have also been in part due to a greater concern for nationalism as part of his entire plan. While in Leninist thought, which Ho subscribed to, nationalism and communism were each of great importance, unlike Lenin, Ho placed far more value on the nationalistic side. This was, in part, due to the lack of communist thought present in regions like Vietnam, meaning that Ho would need to spread both nationalism and communism throughout the country. And in a region built of mainly fairly uneducated farm workers unfamiliar with Marxist thought, Ho believed the creation of national pride may serve more effectively to stir up revolutionary thought. According to Duker, Nguyen Ai Quoc ascribed somewhat more value than Lenin to the issue of national independence in the revolutionary process, presenting it in this instance as the desired consequence of the collaboration among many classes within Vietnamese society. The idea of class involvement was also an intriguing divergence Ho took from Leninist thought. While many in the Comintern were unsure of what class could or should lead revolutions, Ho's experience in Vietnam assured him that the peasantry was the perfect group for the job. While workers at least earned some wages in their positions, Ho viewed the peasants as the polar opposite of capitalists, and therefore the perfect class for revolution. By now, Ho Chi Minh's identity in the communist world is hopefully a little clearer to those who were once unsure. While a disciple of Lenin, Ho formed his own identity, one strongly based on his experiences as a Vietnamese native, but also as the well-traveled thinker he came to be following the Paris Peace Conference. Ho put his own spin on many of Lenin and Marx's ideas, characteristically refusing to comply with the norm. From these experiences and the guidance of thinkers like Lenin and Marx, Ho Chi Minh solidified his place in the history of political thought.